Welcome back to the channel with XRPJD. It is Tuesday, May 5th. I know I have been gone for a few days, maybe even a couple weeks, y'all. I have been busy. As you know, I wear many hats. I work full time. I have kids. With sports activities. I had a tournament with my daughter last weekend. She is doing very well this tournament season. I don't think I mentioned to y'all, but this kid is 15. She'll be a sophomore in high school. She played varsity basketball as a freshman this past season, and she earned a starting spot as a freshman. Now we're getting into summer AAU ball, and this kid is just balling out. So I have been focused with her as well as my other two children. I have another younger daughter in basketball as well. We had a basketball game this past Saturday. Of course, she's learning and evolving as a player. So I'm spending time with her. So I just been busy, y'all. I had a really, really strenuous, busy time at work last week as well. So sorry for the delay, but I am back. I know y'all just been waiting, just anticipating this fire content. You're like, oh, XRPJD, when are you going to come back to the channel? When are you going to come back to the channel to bring us some fire information? Well, I am here. Let me just add real quick. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but I have a bombshell topic for y'all today. And that topic is we are witnessing a quiet before the storm. We are witnessing a quiet before the storm in this market, y'all. The market has been just either down or just trading sideways. It's been quiet. The market retail sentiment out here is not too good. People are getting discouraged. People are getting impatient, tired of waiting. The Clarity Act is still stuck in limbo, and people are just giving up hope. But that's what I'm here for. I am here to give you hope, and I am here to tell you today that we are in the quiet before the storm. And let me tell you a big reason why. I have a clip here from my favorite, of course, In Cash Official, and he's just gonna discuss and hit on a couple points on this topic. So let me quit running my mouth here and let's get into what In Cash Official has to say about this being the quiet before the storm. Let's hear his thoughts. Let's go.
I have been tracking every single movement made from these major players like the DTCC. And up until recently, yes, there was a lot of speculation. What's going to happen? Is the DTCC going to settle their, massive boatload of money using DLT and tokenized assets? Or, are they going to plug XRP directly in? And are we going to see quadrillions of dollars settled on XRP? And up until just today, we didn't have clear confirmation. But now we have the stone hard truth about what's happening with the DTCC and their $4.7 quadrillion worth of capital.
4.7 quadrillion. Y'all, he didn't say thousands. He didn't say millions. He didn't say billions. He said quadrillions. Now, this clip from In Cash Official is a bit long. We're going to go about 4.5 minutes here, but I promise it's going to be worth it. Y'all listen up.
Let's first dive on in to the annual report from the DTCC. This is the most up-to-date report from 2025. Scrolling down, they just kind of welcome us into what they're doing, igniting innovation and modernization. Obviously, they are tapping into cutting-edge technologies. You can think about what you want here and, kind of connect the dots to what exactly they're talking about. In my opinion, they're talking about tokenization, DLT, automation using AI. That's their focus. And on top of that, boom, there you have it. Total value processed, our performance, And this is like the craziest thing, by the way. 2025, $4.7 quadrillion. The value here is not the craziest part. The value surge from 2023 to 2025, that's the craziest part. Because we went up by $700 trillion from 2023 to 2024. But we moved a whole quadrillion dollars in a single year.
A whole quadrillion dollars in a single year. And we can see it right here. Total value processed, $4.7 quadrillion from the DTCC. Now, if you don't know what the DTCC is, we will get into that in a little bit, okay? Let's just tune into this clip. Let's finish this clip, and we're going to get into what the DTCC is.
This is why these types of players are very important to pay attention to. And by the way, this is all NSCC transactions. And that's the most important thing to look at here, because we're going to circle back to this here in a moment. But yeah, for anyone wondering if, $1 trillion is a lot of money, definitely is. You know what's even crazier though? $1 quadrillion. And the DTCC, who we have clear confirmation is moving in on DLT tokenization digital assets, they moved nearly $5 quadrillion in a single year. So obviously, yes, the DTCC, I mean, they are an absolute giant. They are a massive pillar in finance, and they are ready to go all in on digital assets. In fact, they're so ready to go all in on digital assets that they literally launched a section on their platform called DTCC Digital Assets.
They are ready to go all in, y'all. We have talked about this. We have talked about levels of the financial institutions within the government that are ready to go all in to digital assets and DLT, distributed ledger technology, tokenization. We've discussed this. Now here it is. We have the DTCC, who has processed almost $5 quadrillion since 2022 to 2025. Y'all, this is the quiet before the storm. We're not talking about millions flooding into tokenization. We're not talking about eventually billions flooding into tokenization. Y'all, we are talking about quadrillions. It's just a waiting game. We just playing the long game here. I knew when I showed up to this market in 2020 that this was a long-term play, and I'm waiting. I'm patient. You should be patient too.
And we've talked about this. And even under this, we have DTCC digital assets. 2025 was a defining year. Yeah, I mean, if you move almost $5 quadrillion, I would hope that it is. But it's a defining year for DTCC digital assets as we drove meaningful progress in digital adoption efforts and also harnessed the collective power of our organization to move from exploration to execution. We showed that DLT delivers compelling value when paired with the DTCC's operational expertise.
When he says DLT, he is talking about distributed ledger technology, okay? I've discussed before and explained to y'all that distributed ledger technology is what powers the blockchain, right? It's what all these networks are tied to, and it powers and runs on the blockchain.
Market insight, and deep market knowledge working in concert. And of course, yes, building the bridge between traditional and also digital finance. The SEC gave that no action letter. It basically gave the green light for the DTCC to really advance their tokenization initiative, all to extend the benefits of DLT to traditional regulated markets. And this is all based around the fact that they are planning to launch a transformative service in the second half of this year that will tokenize certain real-world DTC custody assets. Now, the value that they're trying to tokenize is roughly 114 trillion. It's not the $5 quadrillion. That value actually gets added later on when everything is tokenized on chain. But listen, I don't care how long this takes. We have clear confirmation in front of us. We know this is happening. This is an absolute massive bombshell.
I'm with Ncash Official on this. I don't care how long this takes. We know this is inevitable. I've said this before. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Y'all, I'm just telling y'all what I've seen and experienced with the growth of this market since 2020. Okay? They have really been putting this in play since before 2020. I just showed up in 2020. And I've kind of explained and showed y'all some of the catalysts that I've experienced and some of the buildup that I've experienced since 2020. So I'm being patient and playing the long game. Now, let's get into exactly what the DTCC is. Okay, so let's jump over here. We are going to jump over here to the DTCC's website. And there's a lot of signs, even on their webpage. If you just scroll their webpage, you can see the signs of what's to come with the financial system because they are heavily involved. We look right here, latest news. What tokenization, there's that word, tokenization could mean for retail investors. And if you scroll down more, they have a whole tokenization, learn how DTCC is enabling secure, scalable tokenization to drive efficiency and resilience in financial markets. Y'all, they are not hiding this. They are just dragging it out. We got to be patient. We got to sit in this storm because we are in a quiet before the storm. Like I said before, this is not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you my opinion and how I feel and where things are right now. All right. But let's get back to this. So I'll drop this link in the description and I won't go through all this down here, but I'll drop this link in the description and you can jump on here on the DTCC's website and check this out for yourself. But I know I was going to get into exactly what the DTCC is. So let's do that. So let's jump over here. Let me pull this up. And I just went online and I just simply said, what is the DTCC? And if we read here, the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, DTCC, is a US-based financial services company. Y'all, my kids are home. As y'all know, I have children during the day. It is during the daytime right now. My house gets a little crazy with my kids, so you might hear some stuff in the background. You might just hear my dog, okay? But we just gonna power through it, y'all. So let's go. So as I was saying, the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, DTCC, is a US-based financial services company that provides clearing, settlement, and data management services for securities transactions, acting as a central hub for the smooth functioning of financial markets. Overview. The DTCC was established in 1999 as a holding company combining the Depository Trust Company, DTC, and the National Securities Clearing Corporation, NSCC, to centralize and streamline post-trade processes in the capital markets. It is user-owned, meaning its primarily participants are the broker-dealers and financial institutions that rely on its services. The DTCC operates globally, handling trillions. There's another one of those big monetary words that we like to hear: trillions, millions, quadrillions, trillions of dollars in security transactions daily, and providing custody, clearing, and settlement for a wide range of financial instruments, including equities, bonds, derivatives, and money market instruments. And if you scroll down, I won't get into all this. I won't bore y'all with all this information here, but like I said, I'll drop this in the description and you can go check this out for yourself. I'm just here to tell y'all that we just need to be patient because we are in the quiet before the storm. We have seen the buildup. We have been following We have talked about all the things that have been leading up to the way this market is evolving, the way the financial institutions are diving in, the way financial institutions are adopting the technology. We talked about all this. I've showed all this. So we just got to sit through the storm, y'all. As hard as it may be, I know you're looking at your portfolio, the market for the past year, actually, we've just been like going down or maybe just sitting sideways. The market has been doing anything, but that is the quiet before the storm, because we see the buildup and we know that the passing of the Clarity Act is coming soon also. So we just got to be patient. But with that being said, remember, if you're dropping by the channel, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment. If y'all talk, I'll talk back. And we're going to leave it right there, y'all. Till the next time.